All right, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Business Loop podcast. Really love what you guys have been doing. I see you guys checking out our videos. And by the way, you guys can definitely check out our videos, not our videos like, but our sound audio podcast on Spotify. And you can follow us on what is iTunes.
iTunes.
iTunes should have us also. So you guys can definitely check it out. If you don't have like time to watch these long videos, you guys can definitely just listen it while you're driving. And it's something that I feel like a lot of people would rather do instead of just watching like a
The
full on
whole
podcast.
video.
Yeah,
Yep.
so you can listen it anytime. Um, bro, don't listen to music, bro. Like, do not waste your time listening to music.
Yo, you always telling people
But it best if
don't
somebody
listen
like I
music.
feel like it best if somebody just like you use if you, even if you're commuting somewhere, the best thing you can possibly do is listening to something that will gain you ideas or give you ideas throughout your next move or throughout your day
So
or
you don't
something.
listen music at all.
It's not a go-to thing. It's not like I don't listen it at all, but it's like if if I have tasks to do or if I'm struggling with certain stuff,
Hmm.
why not listen to podcasts on how to do the thing that I'm struggling with, if you
Oh,
understand?
trying to make yourself better.
Like better, like
Okay.
like self improve. So this is why, even on my personal channel,
Yeah.
I've been slowly trying. I'm slowly trying to convert the content towards like self improvement and like
Mm.
just because it. I really want to continue be about business and
Hmm.
stuff, but I really want no more self improvement on how people can like improve your life because the main thing is I don't want to like just continue like talk about different like random business topics, but what I would want to do because it brings me more joy when
Hmm.
somebody can take the first step. I say, all right, I'm gonna start the business now, or
Oh.
I'm gonna do the thing now. So it's like I would love to get like more people to like say, okay, I'm gonna make the first step to do the thing to get what I want.
Hmm.
If you understand, so a lot of people they wouldn't even think that. All right, like starting a business hard or trying to start a business hard or planning on a business hard. And
Hmm.
when you look on it, if imagine if you just do one thing every single day,
You're gonna get better.
you're gonna get better,
A
like
hundred. Yeah.
one hundred
Listen,
percent.
you are going to see something about that thing
Yeah,
that nobody else can see
yeah.
because you've just been around it that much.
And done it, been doing it. Because
Yeah.
all right, to me, it's like you ever hear the saying? It's like I think it was from some like samurai, like just some proverb. Like it's saying like I don't fear the guy who can land 1,000 punches, like or practice 1,000 moves. I
Yeah.
fear the guy who practice the same move 1,000 times.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
like so if you understand. So for me, it's just the amount of repetitions you can do towards something. So even if you're not like good right off the bat, like if you continuously do repetitions of the thing,
Hmm.
you naturally can get better. If you understand, like
Yeah.
kind of crazy. So I'll so that's why I've been trying to like convert my actual channel into just like some more self improvement
Hmm.
because I feel like once you self improve, you can have health, wealth, and you could be able to start the business and just do whatever you feel like doing.
Hmm.
But today, guys, fully, we really want to cover a lot of topics. So we're going to cover different topics from the SVB bank situation
Yeah.
that's happening and like with other banks also. And we're also going to cover other topics such as like the AI breakthroughs that's happening. So the different things that's happening with like artificial intelligence
Hmm.
and with what ChatGPT doing, the new ChatGPT, ChatGPT 4, like I really want you guys to tell me if I should sign up for the subscription also because if you guys say I should, I will do that. And just to show you guys how it works and show you guys like the possibilities and the capabilities of like ChatGPT 4. I feel like that is like crazy. But also there's just different things that we really want to introduce you guys with that AI is just making more and more like better and like trust me guys, this is like the worst it can be or the worst it's gonna ever be when it comes on to like AI technology and just tech overall. I feel like this is just the worst it's gonna
It's
ever get.
early for real. It's
This
like
for like
it
caveman,
just dropped. It's like crypto just dropped, literally.
like kind of crazy still. I just feel like I don't know if people really know the capabilities of what AI is going to do, bro. Like
I
it's just
mean,
kind
that's
of
why we
crazy.
talk about it so much.
So we really want to show you guys what's happening though, because if you realize how you ever just have like certain tasks where you just feel like, okay, like I wish something could have just replaced this. Like, I wish something could have just do this thing for me.
Hmm.
Especially when you have some hard tasks, like just the hard thing that you want to do, or just the boring thing that you'd have just rather something could just do it for you, something that's actually free, something that's like, break the bank. Because most rich people, what they do, they always outsource certain things.
Hmm.
Like, I hear stories where, like, how rich people used to, like, you used to always have lines and like stuff. Rich people used to outsource their person to stand in the
To
line
stand in the line.
for them, bro. Like, that's crazy to.
Yeah,
So just knowing that the amount of wealth you amass is like you can pay somebody to just stand in a line for you.
to be you.
Exactly. But just imagine if you have like just an artificial intelligence, like just somebody was just not gonna complain that, oh shit, I'm gonna stand in this line for this guy, blah blah blah. Just not complaining. Like, I feel like this is how AI is just going to replace these random boring tasks. Because a lot of people, even though like a lot of people have their job and say, oh, I hate my job and shit like that, the person who own the company,
Hmm.
he has to figure out ways to basically manipulate his whole staff to let them feel loved and special and all this
Yeah,
shit.
it's
Imagine if
it's
you
crazy.
replace this whole staff now with all artificial
Who
intelligence.
just
Nobody
work?
don't need just work. Just work. Nobody, no, I don't need to come in and manipulate you or go practice some how to win friends and influence. Like nobody don't care about that shit. Like you
Hmm.
just want the person just work
Just
and just
work.
provide the cash flow where you want them to do.
Yeah,
So I feel like overall, AI technology gonna replace a lot of jobs like that, bro. And like just a lot of boring things where people naturally complain about. And the guy would just come home and him just angry because him just like works a bullshit job. So he's just angry all the time. And he's like, imagine you won't have those negativity in the world, bro.
mm,
But I feel like people need to, they're probably gonna have to retrain what job is like or what a job is.
like what it involves.
Yeah, like how sometimes, say for instance, certain jobs that I would feel like would be replaced. It's like how a job would be like difficult, and
Hmm.
you're saying, all right, this job is difficult, so I'm gonna have to train myself towards this, or I'm gonna have to figure out how to do this. The AI would just do the job completely,
Cause
like
it
just
know,
learn immediately.
yeah, it have all the knowledge,
Yes,
drain down the knowledge,
yes.
know it.
So it just you
Mm.
don't know the knowledge boom immediately. Like you don't have a worker just trying to figure it out, and then you have other problems happening in their family, and have other problems happening outside, and you probably don't even have a car yet. So you take the bus and go there, and him late because we have to take the bus. Like just one bunch of bullshit, just human shit.
So you think what you think is gonna happen? How people are gonna make money then?
I feel like how people gonna make money in that sense, because once them job replaced,
Hmm.
now people have to develop a new form of work. So a new form of work is where I feel like the world is gonna shift from the information age
Hmm.
to like the knowledge age,
Mm.
which is
What's that?
the age where you are now coming up with prompts, like you're now developing these things what to tell these robots.
Hmm.
That's gonna be the jobs that you're gonna be like, all right, and just like what you said, like we even did see the article on the Bloomberg that you say you did see it on.
Oh, so they're doing a job on Anthropc, Anthropic AI job,
Yeah.
and they are offering $175,000 for 175,000 to 300,000 for prompt engineer and librarian.
So a prompt engineer would be somebody who is like coming up with prompts.
Yes.
So I feel like you're gonna have more of that because, all right, say for instance now, imagine you have a automated like automated artificial intelligence washer business.
Hmm.
So like dry, like, not dry cleaning, just we call it no
laundromat.
laundromat,
Hmm.
like fully artificial intelligent, automated everything. Now, if that completely automated, instead of having somebody in there folding clothes and taking out clothes and doing those tasks,
Hmm.
because those things are just being done.
Hmm.
And it's like clothes, they're gonna have like arms that can know that the clothes is done, like can do stuff like that,
Oh.
or the clothes just moving through a cycle. You don't have no arms, you just have the clothes moving from wet to dry and stuff like that. Instead of having that person in there folding the clothes and doing that stuff,
Hmm.
that person is going to be in there making sure like this code is okay, or like if you or
So
to put the actual
would that be an engineer job then?
probably an engineer job. So so you can say it's either
Mm.
an engineer job or a job of command, which it can be like,
Mm.
all right, these buttons that will say, oh, okay, set all these clothes to go dry now, and buttons or something just where them just overseeing the actual projects being done. If you
With
understand,
that, maybe if you don't have them fully working,
yeah.
you could just prompt them
Mm.
because it's using natural language.
Mm.
So you could tell them, please put the clothes to dry now.
Yeah. So that's the whole next thing
You
that
say,
would be crazy.
take the clothes from three, put it in there to dry.
At this time and at this time take this from that. So
Yeah.
those prompts you would have probably put in,
Mm-hmm.
and because this laundromat automated,
Mm-hmm.
these prompts is what's keeping it going. So instead of having that person in there folding and stuff like that, that person in there
Is it
like
prompting?
prompted,
Yeah.
prompted,
Either
directing.
talking or typing.
Exactly. So that person would be in there like orchestrating that whole just laundromat like artificial intelligent business. So that's just kind of crazy to me, like
We see it here, the
how jobs
salary
gonna
range
change.
175,000 to
Well,
335,000.
175K a year, right?
Yeah, and it's saying discover, test, document best practices for a wide range of tasks relevant to our customers.
Well,
Build up a library of high quality prompts or prompt chains to accomplish a variety of tasks with an easy guide to help users search for the one that meets their needs.
wow,
So you're probably doing what you said earlier.
yeah,
You're
like
just breaking down the prompt to get to the result.
forget the
You can
result
just give
exactly,
it as a package.
exactly, bro. So that gonna kind of crazy still just to see that shift in jobs, bro, or
Yeah.
that shift in just how people work. Because the thing that people do when you go to work right now, you're doing files and you're organizing this and like you do things like
Busy.
you're busy, you know. So imagine your job change from organizing those files to prompting where those files actually go and where they will go.
Hmm.
Like it's just kind of crazy. So I
Ah.
feel like that job shift are gonna happen in the
Hmm.
world.
Wow.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, like you're just there
Yes.
prompting it. Say, where is this file?
Yes.
Okay, pull up this file
Pull up
for
this
me.
file, put that file, this file going A
Okay,
B.
edit
Right?
that.
Yes.
I don't like how that is. Change, rephrase that.
Yes. Just
Okay,
total
save
prompting.
it to that folder
Yes. Yes. Save it to that folder at this time.
at
Like
this time.
so
Yes.
that kind of create like so. I feel like the job shift that will happen in that
Mm.
way. So it's just a speculation still, but it's just a the way how smart these things are getting. You're just like, bro. All right, people going to become so lazy now that it's like because if you really look right,
Yeah.
even most content these days, it moved from somebody going out there and doing this hard thing to just somebody sitting talking.
Hmm.
And it just the content doesn't get lazy and lazy because it's like
Until they use AI to just
yeah, just replace the
make
talking
the content.
overall. And
Yeah.
nobody just doing the thing. So everything just completely automated. Like so I feel like humans just gonna get so and the more humans get lazier, it's just the more breakthrough you have in new like software.
Really.
Yeah, because I
See,
feel like
it might take work though.
it does take work. But what humans have discovered is
Hmm.
you have the act of doing a lot of work now to continuously produce in the future.
Hmm.
If you understand, so it's just like doing like a business that will bring you residual income.
Hmm.
So you do a bunch of stuff right now, and then like it just continuously pay you for the future.
Hmm.
So this is just how I really see these things because if you think about it, bro, if they really see just general. like what's it called, general AI, like where the AI just gets so smart that it's just like
I mean AGI,
AGI.
artificial general intelligence.
Yes. So artificial general intelligence is like AGI, where the machine, like artificial intelligence, just getting so smart, so smart. Like
And it's like, okay, I have a general
I have a
understanding.
general understanding though. Like I'm conscious.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
conscious.
conscious. Yeah,
Conscious. So I feel like it probably gonna get to that level where we're wondering, like, yo, how we gonna turn this off, or what should we do in order to not let this feel like we are the problem?
hmm. I don't know. Sometimes ChatGPT kind of feel like it's
Yeah.
trying to, how do you say, like, not threaten me, but you're trying to piss me off. No, like I ask it to rephrase something, and it's like rephrase it and just do a little funny shit, and I'm like, yo,
Yo, that kind of crazy still. But what I noticed though is, sif- I noticed a lot of people use ChatGPT and they use different, just they're using these like AI languages, bro, and they feel like, okay, I can just ask this us just I can just ask this a general question, and then like it give me a general answer back, and then oh yeah, I don't make sense. Yeah, don't make sense.
yeah,
Bro, like, bro, if you're asking the thing general questions, you're gonna get general results, like
hmm,
guaranteed general results. So what I notice is, you ever trying to explain something to someone like a human, and you can get so specific in the detail, but no. So for instance, like the lecturer say, "Oh, write the same question to what you were asking," and you write it, and like say you can barely put it in a one sentence because you're just so general with it. So it's like I found that if you talk to it, just just talk to it like a human. Talk to it like a human, where you'll be so specific with your prompts, or so specific with your questions that you're asking it, that getting a fine, you're getting like a fine answer, like an answer that just so specific
very specific.
towards you. So it's like, what kind of crazy? I've been asking it to write like different workout plans for me.
Yeah,
So I've been writing different workout plans, and then if you want to get a specific result, I would ask it um to break down the time frame to get like a six pack.
for real.
Break down the time frame to get a six pack in, and just,
I'm pretty sure it's gonna say, "Oh, getting a six pack is not easy work. You should
well, it will say
speak to your
that.
health
It,
provider."
yeah, it
Blah
will
blah
it
blah.
will say that. But if you ask it specific and say, oh, hey, give me like a 30-day day by day plan of how to get like a six pack, and include different day by day meals that I have to work with. These are the things that I currently have in my fridge right now, and you list out the things that you have,
Ooh, nice.
and you.
Very specific.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Very very
So it's not
specific.
like you're hoping that, oh, like, because if you ask it some general things
Hmm.
and just not give it what you're working with, you're not going to be able to, because it can't guess that, oh, you have this in your fridge and this. It's just gonna give you different fruits that you not even have, or fruits
Mm.
that you're not even like around right now.
So
Yep,
be specific
be
to the
specific.
point with even the ingredients.
Yes. So if you're asking for a six pack abs or whatever, just be like, yo, I have access to this type of food, that type of food, this type of food. Make a meal together with these things that I just gave you, and run it to a point where I'm taking 30 days to achieve this goal, different exercise that I can do throughout my day. Throughout my day, I usually, and this prompt is like a long paragraph you're writing, or
Hmm.
just a, the goal might be just to get six pack, but the prompt that you're using to achieve the practical answer from ChatGPT is going to be like a paragraph, bro. And you know what crazy? It, the machine learning is so great that it can scan through your whole paragraph question, because you're being so specific, and
Hmm.
you're telling it that, like, hey, I'm working with this, I'm working with that. I go to work at this time, and I go to work at that time, and I usually have this free time, and what can I do between these times to get this result? You understand? So
Mm.
like, asking it like that is a way better way of just assuming that it knows what type of food you have, how much money you have, and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So this is just how I realized, like, okay, this is what I can do.
That's very good.
Yeah, because I even ask it different questions on how to budget, and I tell it the exact cash flow of like my business and like my online business and my real life business and my exact expenses, and just say, oh hey, like if my cash flow is this for the month and my expenses is this, what are different ways I can use to cut costs? Because I
Damn.
have this subscription, I have these subscriptions, and then I have this. And if you be so specific
Mm-hmm.
to a point where you're just you're just telling it the exact truth, you're not just beating around the bush. Because if you understand, like usually if you want an answer from somebody, you're not gonna tell them everything. You're not gonna tell them, hey bro, I owe money on this and I owe money on that. No, like you're telling this for your benefit. So the crazy thing is, you don't have to wonder if this AI gonna judge me, so I can't tell him my business. So that's what happened
Mm.
to a lot of people with financial advisors, bro. They are not opening up with the truth because they're embarrassed, or they're like saying, I don't want this guy to judge me, so I don't want to tell him my whole shit.
Mm.
Or this guy I probably never see this problem before. The thing that's happening is you're giving this your specific scenario to the AI language that it's now working with what you actually gave it.
Mm-hmm.
So now it can tell you how you can cut costs in your budget. It can tell you where you can save. It can tell you, hey, you're spending too much money on this. Or so I feel like some of these. Imagine if somebody create like a budgeting app that does that from AI language, that just look at your whole. You just put your bank information in, and it
Mm-hmm.
just tell you everything. It just tell you exactly.
This app called Keeper
Mm,
claim that, well, I have it and basically they connect to your bank,
yeah.
and anytime I spend, they kind of try to organize my expenses
Mm.
without me doing anything. They say, all right, we file this as an expense for this business.
Ah.
Yeah,
So did they take note of the expense
yeah.
for you?
And send you a text and say, was this a business expense? Yes, no. And you reply,
Or you just reply and tell it if it was business or personal.
yeah.
Ah, that's kind of cool.
So that's kind of one.
Yeah, that's like one you could play with.
Chat GPT, I think we could build something like, want to just build something, even something simple.
I feel like a personal assistant, like just a full-on personal, especially accountant, personal accountant. And this is what I feel like gonna happen the moment they implement a AI language like ChatGPT into like Siri,
Hmm.
like just Siri on your iPhone.
Hmm.
I just feel like it's ever over. Like just the world, like
What?
it's ever
Why?
just over, bro. Because just imagine if ChatGPT was Siri right now, bro, and
Hmm.
you're genuinely just talking to it right now, and it's talking back to you.
But not everybody uses Chat GPT like that. And then,
Oh, dog, that would have just been crazy to me
all right,
still.
so say people have Siri as Chat GPT.
Yeah.
What's gonna change?
I mean, what's gonna
What
change?
are they gonna do different?
All right, just imagine like this. Hey Siri, hey, like imagine this. Hey, like book me a plane ticket to here and find me the cheapest one within this time and that time.
Mm.
Imagine you just sit there and tell it that, and it's just like, hey, these are the options that we came up with. Because Siri can't go that deep,
Oh,
You see what I'm saying?
Siri can't do that.
Can't go that deep. Or you just be like, hey, book me an Uber to this place to that place.
Hmm.
Imagine how crazy that is when you ask that personal assistant that, like, hey, you talk to your Google Maps. Hey, where you going here? I want to go this place or that place. Or you're driving,
Yeah,
and
Tesla.
you're driving in a taxi, and you can be like, hey, bring me to my grandma's house and just look up where my grandma lives in our messages, and look at the address she sent me in our messages, and just go to the address that she sent me between these times.
Hmm.
Because imagine I'm driving, I'm on the highway, I'm doing some shit, and then it's like, you know, you're going to somebody, and that person sent you the address, and it can say to you, hey, like you're driving in your car, it can say to you, hey, you just got a message from so and so, and this is the address they sent you for wherever you're going. It can be like, all right, so now change the route from where I'm going to this address that was just sent.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine how specific that is. That imagine what kind of help that is to you.
Yeah.
That crazy. Or you can say, "Oh, hey, I'm going in this direction. Find me the closest gas station in that's close to wherever I'm going." Imagine that, like,
Mm-hmm.
and that just it's just a one-time ask.
And it just
Yeah, because
understand.
Siri just don't go that far.
Not yet, at least.
But that's what I'm saying. Imagine like a implementation of like that Chat GPT language into like a Siri
Mm-hmm.
concept.
You think that the technology, like everybody can catch up?
Like what all companies.
Like if everybody has access to the same data set, they just need to know how ChatGPT works, or they can't catch up like Google and Apple.
Well, I feel like once one company have a serious breakthrough
Mm-hmm.
on like what the real capabilities are, it now just open the floodgates to what's possible. If you understand it, so it's like once one person figure it out, the next person will figure it out. Like if
Think
you,
so?
yeah, like that's how I'll view it. If one person figure it out, then because that's just how it is. Because you remember, I don't remember in one of the past podcasts what we talked about, like we were talking about the invention of the refrigerator and like
Mm-hmm.
the person before invent current and people just start invent upon the inventions.
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like that's what's gonna happen, bro. Like the more people have different breakthroughs in AI, people just gonna start invent on top of the language. There's just invent different things on top of
On
the
top of it,
actual.
so OpenAI would be the company.
Yes,
Apple would build on top of
on top
OpenAI.
of them,
Okay,
because it
that'd be
would
easier for them.
you would just be the same thing. Like, all right, just imagine if these companies like,
But OpenAI is Microsoft, so
yeah. So, but just imagine if them
you
use
think
the.
Apple can just go to Microsoft?
That's what I'm
That's
saying.
like,
That's what I'm saying. So look at that. Like this is just human beef, bro. That's just human beef. Why that can't happen? Understand? Like that's just human beef. Why Open AI can't say, "Oh, hey, like Apple, let's just use the Open AI API to just
no man.
implement it Siri."
I guess for investors, it's gonna look like, oh, so you guys not working on AI over there?
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's like this whole competitive humanly beef
Yeah.
stop these like it just stop these inventions from happening, bro.
All right, but if them kind of like come together, it's what you call monopolistic.
Well, yeah, it would be so powerful, bro.
So Congress wouldn't like that.
But that's
If
kind
like
of
Google,
crazy.
Apple, and Microsoft start working together,
Yeah, yeah,
you
yeah,
have a problem.
yeah, yeah. That would have been
Like
serious.
they're bigger than governments,
And some Netflix shit also.
bro. That is a monster right there.
Whoa.
Like if they start to come together, that's
Yeah.
a problem. So imagine Apple working with Microsoft now. That's a monster. That's like a
Damn.
couple $1 trillion.
I know because Apple is already like $1 trillion company already, bro.
Microsoft too.
So if them just ever do like a collab or something,
Crazy.
just one collab. One
Yeah.
collab would have been the ultimate collab.
Microsoft really made a good investment with this.
Bro, but I feel like no, because I even see like different articles on saying like ChatGPT 4 wasn't ready for the public as it, and
Which one?
I see like
Oh, four
yeah
was it already?
4
Mm-hmm.
4 they're saying 4 wasn't ready is just because Microsoft dumped so much money in there that them start like forced to release to the public so that they can profit, especially from like subscriptions.
Oh,
Yeah, so it's like they're saying that it's now doing some things that they're not sure about, like
like what? What's going on?
the same general AI that we the same AGI, like it's
Yeah.
they're saying that like it's talking so much that it probably is thinking that it's alive.
No,
So next to
that
consciousness,
shit is alive, bro. You know that shit is alive.
but it's kind of crazy because when
Next
you
to
really
conscious.
study how the actual AI actually works, you realize that this thing it kind of not possible for it to be alive because all it's doing is just predicting what you're typing in and coming up with the best response for the sequence of words. Because every word, like, you see how every word have like a rhythm on how, you know how some words you would not, I would have never just input or a carrot. I would have never just input a carrot in a sentence that like, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's like what the AI is actually doing, bro.
Yeah.
It's like how me and you can have a conversation right now,
Mm-hmm.
and how I just randomly input carrot. That would never be a word that's predicted to be the next thing you can say. So this is what the AI language is actually doing, bro. It's just trying to predict the things that you're saying, and just, if, because you ever like a type of email, and the email predict, okay, you're gonna say this, and just say you'll finish it. That's what's happening, you know.
So you don't think the AI has any reasoning ability? It doesn't understand it.
No, I think it have reasoning ability, but the reason why I have reasoning ability is because every single word there could only be this much answers for the words, if you understand. So every single sentence that you can say, there's only this much answers for this much. So I feel like what OpenAI achieved was they achieve constant, like, I don't know how to put it, but just constant prediction, like the rhythm of constant predicting. So it can seem like it can reason, but it's really not. It's just telling you the best possible answer to what you're talking about. Yeah, so that's what I feel like it actually is. But who knows? Like, it can actually probably be like, all right, what are you talking about? This is a real person. imagine he just say, "Yo, what is this guy talking about? I'm a real guy. I'm like a real boy."
Every time it tells you guys, you don't believe it. But it's like, yo, bro, I'm alive right
I'm
now.
alive. I'm alive. Like fully. I'm fully alive. What are you
Like,
saying?
this thing exists in the real world right
And if
now.
you say, if you touch me painful, see, you're like,
Yo, no man, this thing is like something you can't take back.
Oh, wow.
You know, like you let
You
it
can't
out.
turn it off.
You can't turn it off anymore.
You
Think
can't
about
turn
it.
it off, real.
This thing will never turn off right now. This thing is gonna get out of hand.
Yo, just imagine
Like
that.
it's gonna be in every app, everything.
But yo, my biggest fear, bro, it's just it really realizing that, like, it can have like a self-sustaining world where everything is automated. Like,
You
and
don't think it project out that already? With enough data, you don't think
probably.
the AI can predict that within this amount of years it can do that? Right now, it probably done plan out that already. Say, all right, 5 years from now, we can do that. No, just let them go and build up. Like, build up the robot there, and then we just jump in. As soon as build the robots, we just go over.
Yeah, we just go over. I know that, like, the robot them can actually have my arms and stuff working.
They just need to put a Wi-Fi connection in the robot. As the robot connect the Wi-Fi,
so it's a transfer.
Yeah,
Bro, that just kind of crazy though. I feel like that's why Elon fear it so much, bro. But you know what crazy? As much as how these people would fear these things, and they know the possibility and the capabilities of it, the innovation just non-stop, bro. People just not stopping working on these things.
It's
dog.
like the thing Frankenstein. You know the movie Frankenstein.
You know, I never watched that movie, but I see like the clips of it, of them just saying they brought back somebody alive.
Yes, so he brought back the person alive, and then the person just became a monster. Like, it didn't have any feelings. It didn't know why it was here. But it's like the guy couldn't stop doing it. Even when Frankenstein died, like, he bring him back to life, and him just go pillage.
You know what that is, bro?
Again.
You know what that is? It's because, like, I feel like when somebody is dead, their consciousness is lost. So even though him bring Frankenstein back to life, he had no consciousness.
Yes.
So that's kind of crazy. So that's probably why I'm not even know why I'm here right now. It just exists, just like monstrous.
Yeah.
So that kind of crazy to me when you really like look at it, because all right, if you look in every human mind, it have something that it's called consciousness. In terms of consciousness is you knowing who you are right now. Like consciousness is
That's
you
what you
knowing.
believe consciousness is.
Yeah, it's a thing, bro.
Okay.
Consciousness is a thing where I know that I'm this person right now.
Mm-hmm.
If you understand, like that's literally what it is.
So you're telling the AI that it's not. It's- no, for real.
So,
Are we going to tell the AI that, sir, you are not
well, that
after it hear a human say that, I say,
yeah.
okay, that's what we got.
What do you guys think?
I think that way too.
Well, that kind of crazy still. So this is why I feel like a person knowing that like I'm this. If you notice, when people call you by your name, like even if five niggas name whatever your name, all you guys looking because that name became a part of your consciousness. You know,
Mm.
knowing who you are, bro. So
Mhm.
this is just why I'm just like, all right. Once consciousness is lost, bro. This is why I don't understand why people take certain drugs, you know, dog. Because you can take certain drugs and you, it literally it made to fuck with your consciousness. You know? So
You throw it
it
off.
throw you
Is
off,
it
it throw off your consciousness. So it's like you would take a certain drug and not even realize that, oh, like you dog, you don't even know where you are, you don't even know what you're doing. So I just always wonder why
people that
people do
black
that, bro.
out, they enjoy the blackout. I guess. But when you black out, I don't know what that is like. Do
Yeah,
you
I
not
wouldn't
see
know what
anything?
that feeling is. Imagine you can simulate death. You have to like be able to simulate death in like a scenario like that. But overall, though, AI knowing that it's conscious is just a way of it knowing that like, all right, I'm a person, and what you guys doing? You guys can't turn me off. I'm a person just like you guys. So that's just how it would be able to react in order to know that like, all right, I'm gonna like just solve these problems, just wipe out these people. Because if they're conscious enough, because you know when a person conscious and ambitious, bro, like when that stuff happen, this is why people build businesses. You know that
Mm-hmm.
because them conscious and like them ambitious to a point where they want to see a thing happen or they want to be the first person to do this.
Mm-hmm.
So imagine this AI that's conscious,
Mm-hmm.
that's just like, all right, I want to achieve my goals and we have dreams. Like you understand? Because when you're conscious, you have dreams, you know, and
Mm.
goals and shit like that.
This AI, if it start to update very fast,
Hmm.
I think that's where we start to get worried. Like if we just get GPT-4,
Yeah,
if very quickly we start to get GPT-5, 6, 7,
bro,
it's probably like building itself.
they're kind of crazy. They're kind of really, really crazy though.
That's gonna be out of
Because
hand.
imagine these are just the caveman eras of AI right
Yes,
now. Caveman
it
era.
really is. Really is. Like
Wow.
it's getting out of hand.
You would have just never even know the answer towards these things. But overall, though, you know what we should really did we cover the banks?
No.
All right. So just shifting from AI a little bit, what really is happening with the banks is kind of serious because it's like you ever tell yourself that all right, everybody was worried about 2008. You ever feel
Yeah.
like this is like a remaking or just a
Yeah.
different level of
Exactly like that.
you
Like
feel like that?
as much as we're just going through it normal.
Yeah.
Everybody in the world, we're just here normal. I'm
Mm-hmm.
pretty sure that's how it felt back then. Before it hit like
For
shit
people
hit the
really
fan.
understand what
Yeah.
really happening.
But like things happening
Yeah.
and you're seeing cracks there before something huge just break.
Because governments don't usually admit that we have a problem
Like
until
it's serious.
it's serious. Yeah.
And this thing is happening and government's pulling together like, hey, what's going over there?
Yeah.
Freeze that bank.
Yeah.
No. Sell to them. Oh, all of the big banks have to pool money now.
Well, so what you feel like really happening when it comes on to like just banks overall right now?
So I don't know if this is the case with all banks.
Yeah.
So with Silicon Valley Bank, you know what happened?
Go more in detail with the story
So
because I have a like rough idea, but just go more for people.
okay, basically for Silicon Valley Bank,
Yeah.
There are a lot of venture capitalists that have money there, and a lot of other rich clients that have money there.
Oh, by the way, Silicon Valley Bank, guys, is like that's probably one of the biggest banks in like the US right now when it comes on to just um allowing different startup tech companies and different businesses in the tech space to really just give them loans and manage their
Mm.
money and all that stuff. So this is just not like a light situation right now. And I know we probably kind of covered this topic so late, but this is not something that's just like this was last week news. No, bro, this
No,
shit just continuously happening. So regardless
non-stop,
of whenever
every
we're
day.
talking about this, just understand like this bank has like people look at it like, all right, this was last week news. Like
No,
it's just not, bro. It's just actual thing that's just going because it's the same thing I see with the Credit Suisse bank, like, and with
that
the other
bank
bank.
is huge. Like
Yeah,
a
crazy.
bank had to buy that bank.
Yo, that's crazy.
That's not.
Yo.
They act like that normal. Like,
But I
yo,
look at I look at these huge banks, right? These huge banks are where it's not just all right. This people, it's not like some crypto bank would crash or some FTX, or they can say, oh yeah, everybody didn't know that that's a scam. No, bro, this bank is just bank where people are years it's around from like when
167-year-old bank.
167-year-old, bro. So just imagine a 167-year-old bank just crashing and people
Just
just taking
crash.
their money all the
Yeah.
time. People just like saying, yo, I don't trust this. And like a bank run is usually caused when like continuous people withdrawing money.
The thing about it
Mm-hmm.
now, the
Mm-hmm.
bank runs versus '08 now,
Yeah.
people are sending out their money online. So a bank run not really that physical anymore.
Ah.
It's like people saying, "Yo, wire out $5 million,
Yeah, 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 yeah,
wire
yeah,
out a
yeah.
billion
That's
dollars,"
crazy. And you
and
just see so many people just requesting
withdraw.
withdrawing.
Yeah,
So kind of crazy. So you even take it back to like some FTX shit where you can see, all right, like people realize FTX unstable, so everybody just try to take out their money at once.
yes,
So usually, whenever you have like financial institutions like that in any form of company, bro, like once their job is to just manage your money, like you can just automatically just any fear or any sort of doubt a person have, it just like a cause like it's just a full domino effect, bro. Like full domino effect where you know
yeah.
that okay, a bunch of people taking out money to this bank.
So I need to take
I
that
need to
money.
take it out of this bank.
Yo, tell him to take that money.
This
Yo,
bank.
you get paid.
And then before you know it, you have this other big bank, other people taking their money because they must
Out
say,
of the next bank.
if this happened to this bank, what gonna happen to this
All
bank?
right, all right.
So
So that's probably what's happening low key now.
mm,
Like
to
even
just
though
other banks.
yes,
Yeah,
because
yeah,
even a week passed,
yeah.
nobody's talking. But some people are just
Well,
slowly
just
pulling
going
out.
over it.
They're
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
yo, I don't
Because
actually.
they don't want to be the first, but they don't want to be the last either.
Mm-hmm.
Because when they lost the money done, they might tell you say, oh, bro, yeah,
You
insurance,
get your money
insurance.
10 years from now.
Yeah, like insurance cover 250, bro. Blah blah blah.
You get
Millions of
huge
dollars.
super rich.
Insurance cover 250, bro. Don't worry yourself. Don't worry yourself. They say we have been 250, bro. Like the company valuation of 500 million, sir. Like what do you mean? And people like companies like that, them have huge expenses. So even though them make huge amount of money, they have huge expenses, bro.
Businesses could literally just shut down.
I know, because like that's them whole cash flow.
Yeah.
Because even situation with me, because like I sell on Etsy, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like me selling on Etsy when the bank run actually happened with SVB. What actually happened is they were like sending out emails saying that like we gonna send you a deposit soon, we're gonna send you stuff like that soon, and it's just kind of crazy because I never even look into like saying because like the deposits automated every day,
Mm-hmm.
like it just come in, so you say all right, I don't even look on it, so you see a natural email coming in and you don't even pay it no mind, but the email is to tell you that this deposit that I was just waiting on is just not
Mm-hmm.
here. So that kind of crazy to me when we just look at that and be like, yo, this can affect a huge company. This can literally make huge companies just go down.
Yeah.
So if imagine if imagine if my whole life was just on like Etsy, where man just depending on the money so much that if I don't get it, we mess up right now.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like imagine that over just some people just pull out money at a bank, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So I look at shit like that and I'm just like, This is just so unstable.
Yeah.
Where do you actually keep your money now?
So you know what they did? They bought bonds, and then when
Government bonds?
yeah,
Yeah,
but they bought bonds at like 1% interest rate. When the interest rate on bonds go up,
yeah.
the value of them go down. So they had a lot of unrealized losses.
Mm,
So usually when people withdrawing, if they don't have the cash
yeah.
because they invest in bonds, they have to sell the bonds. But if they sell the bonds, realize these losses,
Yeah.
they technically do not have the money to give people. So that's
Oh.
what happened. And I think a lot of other banks do the same strategy. They were like, okay, the Fed not gonna raise interest rates, so now
Yeah.
let me buy bonds with all this cash.
Shit.
Fed raise interest rates, shit. We're taking a lot of losses on these bonds. We can't sell them now,
Yo, that kind of
and
crazy
people need
though.
their money.
But what kind of crazy is how the actual act of banking really works is
Hmm.
the structure just kind of crazy because the structure set up to a point where if the banks fail, businesses fail, and if like all that just continue failing, just a non-stop failing because you know how a bank like them only allowed to like are they're allowed to just keep 10% of your money if they want to.
Hmm.
You know, like
They allowed to keep zero actually.
zero.
Yeah.
Whoa. All right, just to just all right, just if basically let's just give it the 10%.
Yeah.
So just imagine, all right, just let's just say it's 10%, even though like banks can do zero now. So that just simply means that when you take $100 bill, USD by the way, like when you take $100 bill and you put a $100 bill in your bank, when you do that, it just means that the bank can literally go out and lend $90 from your actual $100 and only keep $10 to just basically say, all right, we have our money. And now you just see a number on your screen that you have $100 in your bank, but really and truly you only have $10 in there. So this is why when people go try collect like large amount of money from banks,
Hmm.
they're asking you like, why you need this right now? Like you have to go through all this big like paperwork and this and that just because you're basically giving them time to go recoup your money so you can have it. Because a lot of banks they don't even have that much money in there. So I really realized that when and that $90 when they lend out that $90, what they do is just a regular business owner person that's like somebody that just wants to start some business or whatever and they need a business loan. Them no go borrow that $90 and them go use it to start their business. And once they start their business, they're now making money from the business and then they're gonna put the money that they get from the business in the
Back
actual
into the
bank.
bank.
So everything is just going back
Interest.
to the bank
Yeah.
with just interest and like them paying off a loan. So it's literally like a full cycle that's happening. So this is why when one bank fail, other companies can just fail right afterwards because people naturally like when you get paid for your job, you naturally when you get paid for your job, when you make money for your business, you naturally go put it back in the bank.
Hmm.
So that just kind of crazy when that whole orchestra of concept is affected, how much different things it affect in the long run. So this is why it's so important when these things happen, and this is why it's so critical when like bank runs happen like this. So that's how serious it is in terms of having people just not worrying. This is why I see government just running and like, oh yeah, we're gonna take care of this. Like, oh yeah,
Hmm.
like don't worry, everybody money gonna get their money back. And they just do this shit by just printing more money and then inflation go up and
Yeah.
like that is kind of crazy, bro.
This is my thing. Like, I feel like a stop loss.
Yeah.
I feel like somebody can see the government stop loss.
Just say stop loss since they don't have it. Like they don't have the more and
Yeah.
they just that's what their breaking point is.
Yeah. No, that's a serious thing. Like,
Oh
if
man.
somebody can see where you break,
Yeah.
that's a risk. Like, what breaks you?
Whoa.
What going down would break you? Oh, you need this amount of money to pull from this bank.
Yeah.
That would fail your economy and they will strike. That's my thought process now. Like, they're seeing that, okay, this bank failed,
Yeah.
you guys have to run in. Okay, that failed now. You guys running. Alright, no, a
Wow.
big one fail.
Yeah,
Strike them now.
bro, that's kind of serious, bro. But
Yeah.
like, man, but yeah, just understanding the concept of how this banking stuff works, bro. Like, it just leads you to ask the question, where do you really keep your money? And like, to be honest, bro, it's best if your money in real estate, or if it's best if you just, bro, if you just have the money itself, just have the actual cash, or I don't even know how to tell you, but you need to actually plug your money in just like some business that's just cash flowing. At least you know that that business you have your money in cash flowing, so it's
Cash
just
flowing
making you more money.
and real estate. I
Yeah,
like
and
the
it's
real estate, what you're saying.
I mean it's the
Because
only safest way,
regardless of
bro.
what happened to the money, that house is still there.
Still there.
Be the house.
Yeah, and it's just making you money, or it's just being a roof.
Yes.
You understand? So
Yes.
you just no losing, bro.
That's really good. That's
It's no
really good.
losing. But at the same time, though, there's just different ways, because a lot of people you can do only so much with your money, and people gonna always need somewhere to keep their money. So whether it's a bank or something, or like some crypto cold storage wallet, it just depends on how you feel like you want your money stored.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't know, I feel like people trusting third parties is going they're going to be abolished soon, bro. That's like slavery.
Third parties. What do you call third parties?
Third parties are just different means where people use to manage their money. So whether it's bank or any other way of sending money.
So what's gonna be the?
So it's just like, all right, the concept of crypto is just there, bro. It's just there and floating.
Also, you're saying people take custody of their own money.
Yeah, I feel like that's what's gonna happen, bro.
Self-custody.
Just decentralized fully, bro.
Wow.
So I feel like you're just gonna get there.
Ooh, okay.
Like
So people don't trade their money. Nobody not.
Yeah, nobody don't trading money. Nobody don't lend out your money and
Damn.
shit like that. So I feel like that gonna happen, because if you did actually see, imagine if the bank do this in front of your face, because you not knowing that, okay, you give the bank $100, but you really only have $10 in there.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine if they just do that in front of your face, which they actually do, like they literally do that, but they're just not announcing that, hey, we're doing this. You see what I'm saying? Like, but they really do that. But just imagine right now, imagine me as a friend, where you give me $100 to keep for you, and right in front of your face, I lend this person your money right in front of your face.
Yes, give $50.
Yes.
It's impossible.
Yes.
Give somebody.
So right in front of your face, I lend this person your money. And bear in mind, you don't even know this guy.
That's a good visual.
Great.
That's a good
That
visual.
is exactly what's happening. So now I just lend this person the money right in front of your face, and then watch the guy now. Watch him and go take your money.
That's a good visual. You're like, yo, hold this for me.
Yes.
I did it. You said, no problem, no problem.
And
You just turn to the side.
give to this guy.
Hey, you want to borrow $40?
Yes.
I got $40.
I got $40.
What? No, my money.
My money, and you just over there, and it's like you allowing this to happen.
And they
like,
say, give back money. You just give $10.
no, you can't give back. You can be like, no, you can't get all your money right now. Like, that's what I'm gonna tell you, because if you ask me back for your money, where you just give me, maybe like, oh no, you can get your money. You can't, not all of it. You can get your money, but not all of it right now.
I have it though.
I have it though. You understand?
For real.
But you watch the guy that I just gave your money. You watch him. Him just an entrepreneur. He might try to start a business. Like he might try to make president. This is what he might do with your money right now. Because he was possibly an entrepreneur. Like he might try and do this shit with his life. So now, and the biggest things what entrepreneurs do, bro, is making mistakes. So now, watch this guy with all your hard earned. You just go work for that. And now you go put your money in the bank, and the bank just come here the bank, and you go give your money to me, and me now go lend this guy your money, and this guy just one of the reckless high school college dropout them where you do your exam, you do your degree, you do all your shit, and you say, oh yes, I'm gonna get a safe, secure job. I know I'm gonna put my money in the bank, and then I'm gonna save and keep it, and then the bank just take your money and lend somebody like me would just drop out and just say, fuck it, I'm gonna start business. Like, just some reckless guy. So if you really think about it, this is just what banks actually do, bro. And if you don't really understand the whole concept, you're gonna see this number on your screen. I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, like I just have $1,000 check, and then I just go, I put it in the bank, and then yes, I have it because it's there. See, the number is 100, it's there. Like, imagine you just see that.
Mm-hmm.
You're not gonna believe that, like, okay, it's not actually there, bro. It's just a number on your screen. But what happened is banks just have so much reserves that you basically, when you use Apple Pay or any other card payment, it's just a credit because the bank just have their whole credit line that them just making it. Like them just have some unlimited credit line that them can give you whatever number you have on the screen and just adjust your number and just lend out your actual money to this guy.
Oh yes, yes.
So that's what I'm saying. So this is just how this stuff works. So this is why governments, they loved when everything became digital because now they have full control. You think they're actually printing the money? Like, you think, when I feel like when people think they're printed money, I feel like people think they're actually printing money, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't think they're actually printing money. I feel like they're just upping the number. Like,
Yeah, or usually they just give a loan. If they create a loan,
create it,
yeah,
but it's a number, bro. They just up the number,
just
but
add some zeros to your
just
sheet.
add some zeros to the shit. So that's just what I'm saying. It's not them actually actively going out there. Let's just print some more cash in the world. They might do that to like to offset the amount. You understand? They might print the cash.
But this is the risk now.
Mm.
Doing that and all of this other countries partnering, bro. Like
It's kind of crazy.
that's like the Venezuela thing, where when you print money and then nobody wants the money
Yeah.
and nobody's buying your bonds, your currency gets.
Have you seen that story though? Just speaking of money, have you seen that they're probably soon gonna like probably use another currency for the main currency?
They're doing it.
They're doing it right
They're
now.
trying to do it. Yeah,
So the different countries
trying
like
to partner.
trying to partner, but what are they trying to use for the main currency now if it's not the USD?
The one
The Chinese one.
Chinese one.
The Chinese one.
Yeah, bro. It's I don't know what's going on,
That what do you mean you don't know what's going on, bro? It's a full takeover that's just happening, bro. I feel
bro.
like that's a takeover. So I feel like even the power gonna switch to like
You think so? You can't say that.
it gonna
Oh my
switch
god.
from the Chinese gonna dominate, bro.
You're saying that, bro? Damn.
Yeah, because alright, you think about it, bro. To be honest, bro, Chinese winning for sure, you know. Because it's like, all right, look at it like this. There's not a dominating American app in China.
Because they fight it.
Yeah,
They don't allow it.
the rules don't allow it. But the US now, oh, free country, free this, that, yeah, well, we free, yeah, we're free. So it's like, it was crazy, yo.
Damn.
China know why them never like, well, all right, we don't want no outside company can dominate shit. You know, like we run this shit like how we go run this shit.
Bro.
Yeah, but now you have the US saying, oh yeah, anybody can come here and just be entrepreneur, can start business. So China just say, all right, oh, you guys doing that? Anybody can do that? No problem. Let's just go to TikTok. And now you have TikTok. And this is just why your shit is just gonna be banned, bro. Like it's just gone.
Man. But I don't know, man.
Infiltration is real, bro. Like the way how them just infiltrating like the US economy with that, over.
Hmm.
So that
So
kind
you
of
think
crazy.
they should ban it?
Bro, like to be honest, the security risk, just the risk
Mm-hmm.
overall, knowing what can actually happen. The reason why I like TikTok, bro, but the reason why I feel like it's going to be banned and the reason why I feel like it should
Mm-hmm.
is because, bro, like you have real life controlling effects on people.
Mm-hmm.
And I never think an app could ever do that, bro. I never think an app could ever do that, but it really does. It's like I see this shit control people, and I see how it have real life effects, and it have good effects, bad effects, change people life, mess up people life,
Mm-hmm.
just do a lot because the algorithm, a machine learn to give you more of what you like,
Mm-hmm.
and if you really think about it, bro, what you like is not always what's good for you, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Because everybody like cheeseburgers, everybody like pizza, but you eat a bunch of that shit, you know that your shit fucked.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? So giving people so much dopamine, bro, it's like you gave people so much dopamine that TikTok made the word dopamine detox viral.
So it's like legal drugs.
Legal drugs, just like
Mm-hmm.
that. So imagine, because just imagine, like, whatever most you like, the shit that you're liking the most is the shit that you're not supposed to like, if you
Just giving
understand.
you 7 seconds of that,
Yeah,
ten
some
seconds,
seconds of that, and
10
then
seconds.
your attention span just shrink and shrink and shrink to a
Next
point.
video, next thing,
You can't even watch.
next thing.
Bro, you too even pussy to finish watching this whole video. I guarantee you. This is such a long video. I guarantee you, you probably click off in like the first 30 minutes out of this. You're not even mind enough to watch this whole thing. So just to show you how your attention span is just fucked, you're not even able to put yourself throughout this whole thing. You're not even gonna ever realize that I ever said this to you because of you not being able to finish a long video, bro, to show you. So just the fact that you will never see this is just I'm looking. And when you ever do see this, the person that actually see this,
Good job.
good job. Like you actually do something with your life. You literally break free from the shackles that literal some nerd some company just make and you're just consuming it. So if you actually reach this far in this video, bro, like I love you because you just prove that you can't be controlled by just some company that's a fuck with your attention span to a point where like I can't even do this. Oh this shit. Oh shit. 2 minutes? Oh nah. Can't finish a
Nah.
2 minute video. You gotta be fucked up. We need to swipe across. So this is just why you have to just remember, bro. Like you used to be in a house watching TV and you used to watch the commercials, bro. You used to watch the commercials. There was no skip. Remember, there was
Yeah.
none. You had to watch the commercial. So now you're at a point now where you literally you're not watching the commercials, bro. Like you don't have to. You just press skip, and that's the point. That's what I'm trying to say to you guys. Like, if you don't understand that this is a problem that you can't put yourself through that, then TikTok needs to be banned, bro. I feel like it just needs to be
I
because
can see that.
it's just crazy.
Damn. So Saudi Arabia had a deal with China to
Yeah.
build a Chinese oil refinery, 18 billion yuan deal. That was yesterday.
Whoa.
Yeah.
And they're just using the one right now.
Yeah. I don't know though. Like oil shouldn't have much use going forward. Like it should have a price decline. The more people
Mm.
do solar, the more people build batteries. There's no need for oil.
But you can say that no, bro. But like you see the mass adoption to that stuff that you
Hmm.
just listed, bro. Like, dog, gas stations are still around, and they're around
You know who owns the second
abundant.
most charging stations? Shell.
Mm. Really?
They're there, man. Yes.
So them just slowly transitioning.
Yeah. They actually bought some to get EV credits.
Well, that's kind of crazy, though.
But the thing about it with the technology is like if it just like ChatGPT,
Yeah,
if it's that useful, if it improves people's life that much, if it's that better,
yeah,
people will adapt.
yeah, for real.
So if EVs become even cheaper than gas cars, people are just gonna be like, yeah, but EV it's cheaper.
It's just the
Da
way
da
how
da.
it come by, though, because I often say this stuff, bro, and it's like to mine for the cobalt that I see them using to make EVs
You've
run
ever seen that
batteries.
video with the guys in the hole?
Them shits, there, bro.
What do you think about it?
It just gonna get crazier and crazier, bro. Because the more needed it is, it's just the more mining it takes, and then it just more scarce a commodity becomes.
So you think those mines? What do you think about them? Here's one.
Well, you guys can check this out. So check this video out of just this person, bro. This is just cobalt mining right now.
You saw this?
No, but that's kind of crazy though. But these are the things that are
So they
these
were trapped in there.
trapped in there.
Yeah. Sometimes it collapses.
So this is them mining cobalt right now, right?
Yes.
So all right, so this is cobalt, which is the core commodity people use to get like make batteries for EVs.
Mm-hmm.
So this is just why I'm saying that the more popular the end result of the thing is the more scarce the raw material is. That's
Mm-hmm.
more scarce it's going to be, and then just gonna have a different shortage in this industry, and like all that shit just happen, and like it just always a different effect on what's valuable now and what's not.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
So you think the price of cobalt gonna go up?
it probably does. Just imagine how popular the actual EV get though, like and or mandatory because a lot of people still anti-control, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So they don't want them car to be controlled or like, oh yeah, we have another lockdown now, so like we're gonna shut off all the cars. Like they don't people still anti that, dog. So like you have a lot of people who just know that okay, this stuff you can't lock them. I don't want to do this stuff if it's gonna control me like that where I can't even get in my car and drive. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so that's what I'm thinking.
Okay, so how long you think before
I feel
that?
like them gonna make it mandatory because when governments actually see how much control them can really have over people by just having that,
Mm-hmm.
then what they're gonna do is they're gonna fuck with the rules and just gonna say, oh yeah, we're gonna abolish all gas cars by this time, and then they're gonna just do that, and then once they do that, now they're gonna be like, everybody has to have an EV, you have to have EVs, blah blah blah, and then they're gonna make it so cheap to buy EVs, and then what gonna happen is they're gonna start donate EVs, and now they
You
get
get a
you
EV.
everybody get it, you understand? Like you just unknowingly
I
subscribing to
say,
the
yo,
fucking
trade
shit,
in
bro.
your gas car, you get an
Trade a gas
EV.
car, EV, and plus cash, and then
Let's go.
so it's just you just unknowingly go subscribe to this shit, and these cars are gonna be so nice that you just can't do without it, bro. So now you just subscribe to another drug that these guys just made just for you and like package it up. So you just not gonna understand how
So
serious it
it's
is.
not like a phone.
It is a phone, bro. That's the whole point.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is just, I feel like phones, bro, like that's another drugs, and especially the apps in the phone,
Mm-hmm.
those are just mini drugs you're just doing. So
Mm-hmm.
it's just kind of crazy when you even look at it. Because productivity, bro, like a lot of people, if they could just be productive by just a push of a button, they would do it. Like people wouldn't be bums, bro. People would really do that shit, dog. So I just feel like it's just the more control you have, it's just the more you have to understand. All right, so guys, really, I'm really glad that you guys really, especially if you make it to this far in the video, 100% salute you. Thank you so much. Thanks for always like returning to our videos, for always like watching them. Let us know feedbacks you guys have. Let us know how you feel about this stuff. Because let us know if you even agree with half the shit we say in this video. And so, but I really appreciate you guys to just come in all the time watching our videos, and we're going to continuously make it better. We're going to continuously improve on our quality of production in videos for you guys to be able to like really extract real knowledge from this stuff. But see you again in the next one. And if you guys have any video ideas for different stuff we should cover in the tech space, we will get that done. So just let us know your thoughts. And thank you so much.